Hello, my name is Jason Hebert. I am the Executive Director for Steinbach MCC Community Assistance Center Incorporated. We thank you for joining us in viewing this 2020 year-end video update. Recently, a decision was made by the Board of Directors to postpone our annual general meeting due to the ongoing pandemic we currently face. The board concluded that it would be in the best interest of our supporters to postpone this event rather than trying to provide an online platform which may have resulted in many individuals not attending. We value our supporters' insight and look forward to the opportunity in the future in which we can all meet in person again. This update video is not considered an official year-end meeting, but rather provides some insight into what our organization has been accomplishing the past year of 2020. Mike Unger, the Board of Directors Chairperson, will now offer an update on behalf of the board.
Greetings from the board at the Steinbach MCC Community Assistance Center, Inc., which operates both the thrift shop and 10,000 villages. My name is Mike Unger. I'm the chairperson of the board. But as for you, be strong and do not give up, for your work will be rewarded. 2 Chronicles 15 verse 7. As I have looked at MCC Community Assistance Center, Inc., this has been one of the verses that I have found encouraging in our work in the past year. The board has decided in lieu of an AGM to video a current report to make you aware of the work our organization has done in this most challenging year. We are hoping that we can meet again in person sooner than later. The past year globally was unprecedented. The pandemic caused numerous challenges to many business and nonprofit sectors in the world as a whole. Our organization, along with many others, were on a roller coaster ride of closing, then opening with restrictions, then closing again, then reopening with new government restrictions. Each time, the restrictions were more complex than the last. It was time-consuming and difficult to keep abreast of the restrictions while keeping our volunteers, staff, and customers safe. I want to emphasize that the board's main objective throughout this most challenging time has been keeping all of our staff and stakeholders at the Steinbach Community Assistance Center, Inc. safe. We will always be committed in protecting their health, as well as the health of our community at large. We as a board and with our executive director have been busy with many initiatives pertaining to the operations as we move forward with the organization. The board implemented a retroactive emergency crisis policy that would come into effect in a pandemic or natural disaster. This allowed us to defer some monthly meetings as required per public health guidelines. As well, this suspended the board of directors nominations at our annual general meeting, which would have happened yearly. This means that the board positions remain the same until the pandemic, or in the case of a natural disaster, is officially declared over. Lastly, this also allowed us to call emergency board meetings for strategic planning during these unprecedented times. The Steinbach MCC Community Assistance Center, Inc. has been closed for almost 6 of the last 12 months. This has taken a financial and mental toll on our employees and volunteers, and this closure has affected our structurally disadvantaged customers. Our mission is to help our community, so during this time, our team would help our structurally disadvantaged clientele by collecting and providing the requested items they were needing in this difficult time. The board, together with the executive director, also took this time to reevaluate and had to make some difficult decisions on restructuring the organization of staff and management requirements for both the thrift shop and 10,000 villages. I want to commend our board and our executive director, Jason, for navigating us through all the changes in public health orders, as well as finding and securing every government program available to nonprofits to ensure long-term sustainability of the Steinbach MCC Community Assistance Center, Inc. I also want to applaud our staff and volunteers for all the extra effort they've had to put in the past year. They have such unwavering commitment to our organization. They are consistently willing to help whenever they have been needed in the last year. We as a board want to thank you for this. We value your dedication and appreciate all your support. And lastly, I'd like to thank all of our donors for consistently giving us product throughout this pandemic.
Thank you for the update, Mike. There have been many interesting challenges for both our Steinbach MCC thrift shop and 10,000 Villages stores in the year of 2020. From being completely closed to slowly opening again and having to learn to sell both online and by curbside, both organizations have been kept busy navigating these new and interesting ways to operate. The requirement of social distancing has also forced us to drastically reduce the number of customers and volunteers allowed on site at both of our stores. Often there has been misunderstanding in this decision, but our intent is to do the best that we can to provide the highest possible safety while operating in a pandemic. Our organization has also had to process the reality of loss. We have had supporters that have partnered with us, along with close acquaintances that have passed away during this pandemic. This has not been easy to walk through, and we also express our sincerest condolences to those of you who have experienced the loss of loved ones this past year. In closing, on behalf of Steinbach MCC Community Assistance Center, we express our most sincere thanks to all of our many supporters that continue to partner with us. These include our volunteers, employees, customers, board of directors, and our supporting churches. With your ongoing support, we have been able to achieve what our motto states in our Constitution, Colossians 3:17. Whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God and the Father by Him. Your continuing support allows us to give back to those in need locally and to the many ongoing projects of MCC occurring throughout the world. Please enjoy this short video of the work that MCC is involved with that follows this video.